Hi, my name is Gordon-Singh, and today we will be discussing mentoring. In this presentation, we will discuss what mentoring is. We will highlight some benefits of mentoring. We will look on some theoretical foundations that guide mentoring as a behavioral strategy to be utilized in the classroom setting. And then we'll talk about how we can implement mentoring in our classroom setting. Classroom management is a foundational element of effective teaching, and it is essential for the creation of a productive learning environment as it shapes our students' academic success and their social and emotional development. Behavioral strategies give to us as educators an evidence based approach to guide our students' conduct and fosters student engagement, minimizing classroom disruptions. Behavioral strategies are really rooted in psychological principles that empower educators to create a respectful, inclusive, disciplined learning environment. Mentoring has emerged as an effective classroom management strategy that fosters positive relationships and supports students' academic and behavioral growth. So you may say, what is mentoring? Mentoring is the establishment of a supportive developmental relationship in which a more experienced or knowledgeable individual, who we call the mentor, provides guidance to a less experienced individual, which is the mentee. And this is done in a bid to foster personal, social, professional, and academic growth of the mentee. Mentoring is oftentimes done in the field of nursing, in which our more senior nurses, the mentors, act as mentors and guide our junior nurses who are the mentees. In educational settings, mentoring is used to support behavioral, emotional, and academic development through consistent interaction between the mentor and the mentee. Now, mentoring is a relationship based, goal orientated behavioral strategy which focuses really on growth of the individual rather than punishment. And so, effective mentoring occurs when there is consistent, meaningful interaction between the mentor and the mentee, which allows the mentor to track the progress and provide continuous guidance to the mentee. So let's examine a scenario in which mentoring can be used. So say we have a sixth grade student who struggles with confidence and peer relationship, and this teacher recognizes this from her interaction. The teacher goes ahead and pair the student with a more mature student or use herself to be a mentor to this student. The student, the mentee, and the mentor during the week have weekly check-ins. The mentor helps the student to set personal goals. They talk through the challenges, and the mentor models for the mentee healthy communication skills. What would happen over time is that the younger student is going to begin to express her emotions more effectively, practice conflict resolution strategies, and demonstrates a greater self-awareness. These are just some of the benefits of mentoring. Mentoring contributes to social emotional learning by aiding students to develop emotional self awareness, metacognition, build their resilience, and navigate social challenges. In addition, mentoring relationships builds trust and can substantially decrease behavioral challenges by strengthening the student's sense of belonging and connection to the school environment. And students who observe consistent support and fair treatment through mentoring are exposed to a culture of care, which contributes to a collaborative learning environment, which results in them have been less disruptive, being more self-regulated, and responsible. A number of theories exist that can aptly describe or explain mentoring. However, the most relevant theories that aptly explain how relationships, modeling, and social interaction influence behavior and learning are the social learning theory, attachment theory, and humanistic theory. So, the first of the three that we'll speak about today is the social learning theory. Social learning theory was developed by Albert Bandura, and he posits that individuals learn behaviors, attitude, and emotion through observing and imitating others, particularly those they view as role models. He believed that behavior is not only an external factor, but it also shapes or it's shaped by the cognitive processes. In mentoring, mentors are often seen as role models. They demonstrate desired behavior that the mentee desires to learn. So, in engaging in mentoring, the mentee learns by observing and internalizing the mentor's actions and seeks feedback. While the social learning theory explains the role of modeling in mentorship, the attachment theory highlights the importance of secure, supportive relationships in emotional and behavioral development. Individuals with strong trusting attachment are more likely to be confident, emotionally stable, and display social competence. Mentors provide emotional safety and consistency that helps students to acquire emotional awareness and to manage their stress. Thus, a positive mentoring experience enhances trust and cooperation, and mentees are more receptive to correction and feedback. The final theory we will look on is the humanistic theory. The humanistic theory emerged in the mid 20th century, and it emphasizes personal growth, self actualization, and individual potential for positive change when empathy, respect, and support is extended. In mentoring, the humanistic theory aligns well with mentoring as it focuses on a holistic approach to developing the emotional, social, and academic potential of a mentee. So let's now identify the steps in implementing a mentoring program. First, we want to identify the purpose and goals of the program. Once we have a clear understanding of what the goals are, we want to select and train our mentors. And then, having trained our mentors, we want to identify them to mentees who are compatible so that they can build a strong, trusting relationship. We want to establish structures and expectations. And then we want to create relationship building activities, providing prompts and activities or conversation that helps the mentors and the mentee to build rapport and set goals and track their progress. Once the foundation is laid, we want to monitor the progress and provide support and evaluate the program. And definitely, we want to celebrate the successes as the mentorship continues. Important to note, mentoring is not constrained to individual mentoring. So group mentoring can also be as effective as individual mentoring. And additionally, mentoring is most effective when reinforced by a supportive network. So it is very, very important that we have that supporting framework and foundation when engaging in a mentorship program. So this is my presentation on mentoring. These are my references. Thank you.